Mondoloco! Hello, back at the Oscars again, 9th year in a row. Raining again. How many times have we been here and it's been bloody raining on Oscar Day? Shit. So, here we are at the Oscars. They've moved us right back because of the rain. So, the cars, I don't know if you can see. Can you see anything? The cars are coming up and they're getting off here. So, you know, people who can be bothered to stand around and watch these bloody celebrities come in, they stand here and watch it. I think I've had enough of all that myself. We're going to wander this way and look at some t-shirts. But just to do the normal, what is up for Oscars this year? Joker? What else? 1917. You reckon that'll get that, don't you?
Yeah, good.
The Irishman?
Yeah.
Best use of CGI? Yeah. Jesus. What else?
Marriage Story.
Marriage Story, that might happen.
Beautiful Day.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We've been to some of those locations. Hopefully that'll get something. What else? Oh, there we go. That's nice.
Beautiful Day, is there?
Tom Hanks, Beautiful Day in My Neighbourhood.
Yeah.
Something like that. That might be up. Anyway, we'll see, won't we? We'll see what gets that. Are we still interested, I wonder? It's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. But you can't see anything from here. We'll take a wander down this way. Here we go. There's Judy Garland. So Renée Zellweger is up for Best Actress for playing Judy Garland. Yes. Is Judy Garland still alive though? No. What, she died when? Last year? She's in bloody Arrested Development. Are you sure she's dead?
Yeah.
Oh well. I mean, she probably deserves to be. She's been around for ages. There he is. Adam West. Lovely. Here's the other one. Burt Ward. Interesting. She's still alive. Here we go. So Kirk Douglas died. Kirk Douglas died the other day, didn't he? 103. He had a long innings. I can't speak. God, I'm so tired. I've had it. She's still alive though. I think she's the last one of the Hollywood bunch, the original studio system days. Olivia de Havilland still worked with Michael Curtiz. She did. You know that? She did. And Errol Flynn. She did stuff with him. Errol Flynn, famously very hung, wasn't he? Do you know that? Did you know that? He was. You need to look into this stuff if you're going to be doing it. Look at this. Oh, that's Hollywood. Look at it. Sunshine State with the bomb-ass hempy. Fucking rainy as fuck.
Hey, it's Mondoloco. Yes.
Hello, here we are. Here we are again in Hollywood. Friday night, Hollywood. Just got off the plane. Haven't slept in about 3 days. Very tired. Me and Mike. Could be. No, not for us. Okay. So we're waiting for our table to be called at El Coyote's. Here we are. The famous El Coyote's, a Mexican restaurant that Sharon Tate and her little group came to just before they were brutally killed up at Cielo Drive. You might have seen that in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Well, it happened in real life as well. But this is the restaurant. This is very busy on a Friday night, as you can see. Got a bit of Mexican music playing here. We'll go in. We'll show you what it's like. Get a drink. We'll get a drink in there while we're waiting, I think. Hopefully going to meet our friend Scott here, but not too sure if he's going to make it down. Here we go. Follow me.
Oh, they're eating cookies.
But we live on the river, so it's just we'll go to the backyard, we'll walk past our backyard, we'll go up.
Real Mexican food. Doesn't look like Taco Bell, does it? Nice. Very busy. Very tired. Hello there, we're in the Rainbow Bar and Grill here down in Hollywood. Famous for lots of different things. Lemmy used to come here and drink all the time. If you look, they've got all this memorabilia on the walls, all this rock stuff. I don't know if you remember in Guns N' Roses when the November Rain video with Axl Rose gets married, but he has like a little reception and the band is sat down in that booth at the end there where those women are sat at the area end if you come in. I don't know how much you can hear or see, but you can look at some of the stuff on the walls. We can go.
They say bands upstairs. Hello, You. You've been watching You on Netflix? Well, look at this. This is Joe's apartment here from the second season of Netflix. They filmed the first one in New York. Second season here. You reckon I was all this? His apartment, if you just come have a look. Can't go in. His apartment was up there. Do you remember? You had his landlady sitting down here. I can't remember her name. I think her flat was there. And that annoying little girl, the young sister that's there. But anyway, that's Joe's apartment. Or was he also called Will? I think I can't remember actually. But that's it. That's it. The U apartment. Pretty impressive. Check it out. Get a photo of me. Oh, sorry. Hello there, back at the Hollywood Museum here. They've got a new exhibit of all the Back to the Future stuff from the trilogy of films. Check this out. All of Marty's costumes here. Life preserver, looking good. This skateboard there. Look, all the newspapers. We've got Document Brown's costume from the end of number 1 and I guess from most of number 2. There's the DeLorean, check that out. In the background you've got Biff's costume, you see that, and I guess a futuristic police person. Marty's Back to the Future 2 costume. There. Very cool, on a hoverboard, I like that. Oh look, that's quite an interesting way of collecting some money. Where do you put it in? I don't know, I've nearly broken that I think. Mary Steinberg's costume from number 3. That looks very camp, doesn't it? The little Marty's little costume. Look at the pose. Another DeLorean. Look at his car at the back. There's the, what was it? A Suzuki? I don't know, or Honda? I don't know. It's what he wants, though, isn't it? It's what he wants, that's the main thing. He gets it, lucky bugger. Look at that, so pretty impressive. Come on and have a look at the DeLorean here. I don't remember all this stuff on the front. Pepsi Cola. What's that from then? Maybe from Back to the Future 3, I guess. It must be from Back to the Future 3. Well, that's what it says here. The one that gets trashed on the train tracks. Well, you want to come and see some merch? Actually, look, before we go around and see some merch, have a look at this stuff. Real at Meg Goldie Wilson. God, look at that. I'd like to own that. That's cool. Cool picture, whatever. Did you know? Props misspell. Emmett. Emmett spelt wrong. Prop master misspelled the name Emmett. In the phone, that's the phone book he rips out. Oh, look at the photos here as well. The faded photos. Quite cool. Doc's clock there, radio. Baseball cap. Oh look, a photo from their wedding day, I guess from Back to the Future 2. Is that his guitar, Marty? Oh, it's a replica guitar there. Some very good stuff here. Come and have a look at this merchandise as well, with the toys and stuff you can get for Back to the Future. Hoverboards. There's Biff's hoverboard, a football. His went over water. It was a bit better, wasn't it, than Marty's very basic one. Scripts. Look at this. Something got to be done about your kids. That's the end of Back to the Future. That's the line. Something's got to be done about your kids. Remember that, Mike? Look at these notes, actual notes. Back to the Future 2, Marty's Neighbourhood in 2015, the future. Do you remember 2015? Jesus, I'm old. Look at that, there's the circuit, the original time circuit there. It's impressive stuff. Just the fusion, they use that, don't they, in the second one? Yeah, the second one, that's right. Hoverboard.
Your future hasn't been written yet, right?
Oh look, there's a clock that's in his... Oh, I remember that from the opening very clearly. Do you remember that? When it's panning round, we watched that in class quite a lot, don't we? Impressive stuff. Shots from the film. It's very strange there, doesn't it? Anyway, lots of great stuff. You should get yourself down here. This is kind of replaced, what was it, the Batman stuff that was here last year. This is really cool. They change it every year. Definitely worth coming down and checking out the Hollywood Museum. Another location from You, Series 2. I don't know if you remember this, but he goes to Henderson's house. It's got the dungeon in it. He breaks in. Well, this is the house here. So he breaks in and finds the dungeon underneath, goes in and, I don't know, he eventually kills Henderson, doesn't he? But this is where Henderson lives in the second season of You. Hello, we're just in Fairfax here. Look, I want to show you something. Cantor's Deli. This is where Guns N' Roses used to hang out. In fact, if we go in, they might have a few pictures of Guns N' Roses. We're going to check it out. But this used to be a big hangout when they lived in Hollywood. Hollywood's most dangerous man. Let's have a look, shall we? Should we go in? I think we can. Let's try here. Yeah, I guess it's... Can you see, are you filming that? Yeah. We've got the picture there. On the back, I think. So this is it. Maybe we'll come back. It's quite busy, isn't it? That's interesting. Well, that was where Guns N' Roses used to hang out. Lots of other people. It's quite a famous place, Cantor's. You can look out. There's lots of people who used to go here. Open all night, and so I guess they used to do their gigs, come back here. I think there's a book actually. The guy who owns that, his son runs it now, I think. But the dad has released a book about Guns N' Roses with all the photos of them hanging out. So you could probably search for that and have a look at those pictures. Pretty interesting stuff. I actually got one of the Guns N' Roses biographies and it's got a load of pictures of them in there. Anyway, we're just going to head up to Supreme, see if we can get ourselves some stuff. Mike just bought himself a t-shirt and Golf Wang. Come on, let's go and have a look and see what we can get. Hello there, have you seen that new Eddie Murphy film on Netflix? Dolomite Is My Name, based on Rudy Ray Moore's story of Dolomite and how he made all those films. Really good film, made by the people who made Ed Wood, so it's a great film. Anyway, one of the scenes is filmed here, both in the original Dolomite, if you check it out, and in the remake with Eddie Murphy, or not, they remake it in the making of, don't they, with Eddie Murphy. But it's a fight scene here, in front of this house just here. The FBI come, and I think they plant some drugs, something like that, don't they? They plant some drugs in his car, the car's parked just here. And the FBI come up and say, open your boot. And he goes, okay, opens it. There's some cocaine in there. And it's like, hey, man. And then he gets in kind of the most bizarre fight scene that you might ever see, where he sort of gently kicks someone into the boot and then fights a bit. It all takes place just here. The scene they remake with Eddie Murphy is pretty legit. If you watch it, it looks pretty much the same, but it's they decided to use mostly all the same locations. We're going to try and show you a few Dolomite locations this year, so we'll get in the old Uber and take you around. Hi there, got a bit of an interesting one to show you here, not really movie related, kind of a bit
strange and creepy. Jim Jones and the Jonestown massacre, I'm sure you know about that. Jonestown, where all those, that big cult of, I don't know how many people, 2,000 or something, wasn't it? Went down to Jonestown and drank the Kool-Aid and mass suicide, or maybe not suicide, maybe kind of pushed to do it. Jim Jones' first church, his first People's Temple, was here. This is actually Jim Jones' first People's Temple, it was called. This is where he held his original congregations, meetings, cult meetups, I don't know what you'd say, but they moved around a bit. I think they moved from here to San Fran, probably, and then from San Fran to Jonestown. He created Jonestown. This is the building. We were hoping to get inside because the interior actually has all of the Jim Jones furniture. It's like the pews and everything, all the chairs are still inside from when they used to have their meetups. I don't think we're going to get in, but we'll show you around. Also, if you look over here, those flats over there, that was where many of the members of the Jonestown group, what would you call that? I can't think, cult. I should say cult, not Jonestown group. Sounds like a band. In fact, I think there is a band called the Jonestown group, isn't there? Yeah. This is where some of the cult members used to live, up in those flats there. Kind of interesting. Just pop down for your morning cult meetup. Should we have a wander around? There's actually some footage of this church on YouTube if you Google it, and it's got all these gates are still there. You'll see all the gates in the video footage. But we'll walk around the front and show you the front of it and see if we can see if we can get in at all. Probably not. There's also a really good documentary on BBC. I think it's a Storyville. I've got a bag here. I better grab it. Banana in there. There's a Storyville documentary on the BBC, on iPlayer, or I don't know, Google it. Pretty good. It's all on YouTube as well, but I'm sure you might have heard the death tapes when they all were forced to drink the Kool-Aid. Pretty awful stuff, really. Pretty awful stuff. You have to sincerely doubt any priest or cult leader who's constantly wearing shades. That's a strange look. Anyway, here's the front. Look at this. Pretty fancy stuff. We did see some people walking into it. I don't know how they got in, but that's it. And yeah, as I say, you see these gates. These gates have been here a long time. Walk around the side, maybe see if there's a way in. Chatted to some people. I don't know how they're connected to it. Maybe they're part of the cult. No, they're not. It's just used as a sort of standard religion. Nothing cultish about that. Yeah, so we just asked those people if we get in. It's closed. You can come back Saturday, Wednesday. I don't think we can do that. But it's a nice building. It's a shame we can't get inside. Maybe we'll try again next year, or maybe we'll try again later in the week. Here it is. Check it out, and check out the documentary. Oh, just scooted over here to show you another location from Dolomite. Dolomite is my name. This is actually the studio. This is the building they use for the studio that he set up. I can't remember the name of the studio. I'll look it up and tell you in the next video. But this is the Dolomite studio from the film with Eddie Murphy. The real studio looks kind of like this, and it's kind of close. I can't remember the reason why they didn't use the real studio. I think it's because it's been sort of updated a little bit, the real building, and it doesn't look so 70s. So they wanted to get it looking very 70s. And this is it. So this is the building they use in Dolomite Is My Name with Eddie Murphy. I don't know if that's got any Oscar. No, Eddie Murphy should have maybe got nominated for that. It's a good film. Check it out. But I don't know if they filmed inside. I think the interiors may have been filmed here as well. Maybe it was a studio. If you look inside. Yeah, I mean, they could have filmed the interiors in here. If you look, it kind of looks similar. In fact, if you look in maybe this one here, yeah, if you look in that one there, that could well have been.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
You think it is?
Yeah. With the upstairs look.
Yeah. Yeah, they must have filmed the interiors in it as well. Wow.
Ready?
So this is the building that Rudy Ray Moore got hold of. It was the Dunbar Hotel. He converted this into his studio and he actually lived inside it. Now we'll have a look at it. We've taken you to the studio that Eddie Murphy used for Dolomite Is My Name. They did say they were going to try and use this, but I think some of it up the top there is actually like a nursing home or retirement building or something like that, so they couldn't get all the occupants out, so they decided to set up in where we showed you. But as you can see, it looks fairly similar with the kind of archways and stuff like this. We're actually in south central LA right now, which is kind of exciting. Busy. As you can see, yeah, it's kind of similar like look to it, built around the same time. This was it. This was the studio where he filmed Dolomite, Human Tornado, P.T. Wheatshaw, all those films he created here, and I think he lived up above. There we go. Hello there, so you've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Well, here's a location from it. This is a cinema that Sharon comes to watch The Wrecking Crew. Do you remember she comes and buys her ticket here? Actually from, I think it's from Kevin Smith's daughter. And then she comes around here. You've been on flight film. She comes up here, and I think she looks at her poster in the window. It might be that one or this one, I can't remember. It's one of these two. She stands here, probably this one might say. She stands here and looks at her poster here, and she goes and watches. This is it. Goes in and watches, and then she goes in, and when they actually show the film inside, I think she goes in as well. You can have a quick look inside. Is it open? No. Can you see him? When she goes in, they actually show footage from the real film, don't they? There we go, that's pretty good. We could take you some more locations from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Let's go. You get one photo of me. That's all you've got.
Let me just get around the block here.
Hello there, we've got another location from the American Office here. Just there is Michael's condo. Can you see it there? He buys this. Do you remember when he comes with Dwight and Dwight helps him out buying it and he gets totally ripped off and then he dates the woman who sold it to him? In some of the deleted scenes, this house is used as well. He comes and chats to his neighbour. You can check that on YouTube. Check out the deleted scenes, Michael's condo. That's it, just there. Okay, from the end of season 2, Joe and Love move into that house just there. If you remember, they've got the moving van just here and they're pulling up and unloading, and as they unload, I think Joe looks, it's not Joe, is it? Yes, it's Joe, isn't it? Yeah. He looks through the fence and sees a woman sitting in the garden next door reading her book and he says, "I'll be seeing you soon." What a creepy guy. Yeah, so you want to check it out and have a look? It's just there. So it's actually in the back garden he sees. He looks over the fence there. Should be used in season 3, I would imagine. Another location from The Office. This is Pam and Jim's house just here. I think this is a house they buy from their parents. It was their parents' house and they buy this. Looks a little bit like they've done it up, but here it is. There's a bit actually early in the morning, I think, that Michael Scott picks up Pam, and very early when they start the Michael Scott Paper Company and Jim comes to the door and he says, what does he say? Something about, "Your donuts make me go nuts." Should we do it while they're doing it?
Yeah, I'm on.
Hang on, let me put my shades on because I've got shit. Hello there, you fans of the film Superbad? Oh, I love the film Superbad, it's great. Do you remember when McLovin goes to buy some booze and he goes in with his fake ID and he gets punched in the face by the burglar? I think the guy who's holding the place up, and the police come in and rescue him. There's this shop here. It's this shop here. Exteriors and interiors filmed here. We've taken a few students in to see it. Come and have a look. They're all very excited, they like this film. Have a quick look inside. You've got a photo up here showing you. We've made their day.
Have a look, and I think it's round here. Sorry? What? Do it? Open. There you go. This is it. He's here, I think. And he gets punched just there. Very impressive, exciting stuff. You guys buying stuff? Yeah. Cool, okay.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
This is what I'm buying, Mike, Alex.
Oh,
Very
my
nice.
God. Put it
I'm 18
down.
now, can.
Well, in England you can, yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? Superbad. McLovin, love it.
Once upon a time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. About 30 minutes of the film takes place right here. The Lancer TV series is filmed right here for that movie, and part of Bounty Law, Leonardo DiCaprio's character. Now, folks, let's check in with our co-host Jimmy Fallon one more time as he filmed his own Western film. Right here, 6 points.
This point's one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
I hear this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Police divers, they're in the water doing just one last check, just to make sure everything is okay. And Officer George is our scuba diver out there today, folks. And, oh no, look at that. Folks, there's another shark in the water. It's coming right for Officer George. Hey, George, buddy, get out of the water. Oh, you can't hear me, all that scuba gear on. Okay, all right, he's gonna fight him off, everybody. I'm sure George will be perfectly fine. Oh, yeah, that doesn't look too good out there. We're gonna hide out behind these super safe lucky gasoline tanks here. Hopefully the shark takes that yellow buoy as bait out there. As long as it doesn't drag the pier, we're good. Okay, he seems to be dragging the pier. Oh no, there's gasoline pouring everywhere, folks. Bruce, the mechanical shark. Now, on the set, now, Director Stevens.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Another location from you here. I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Nirvana backwards and I don't know. It's his shop and cafe, bookshop cafe. It's actually this place here. I don't know how much you can see of it through the fence. It might focus in on this bloody thing. Can you see it there? They just put a sign up above that. A lot of those plants are outside there actually. Mike, you might be able to do a little whoop whoop under the. Get a better shot under there. There you go, with the old chainmail in it as well. That's quite atmospheric. Look at that. That's where Joe and Love work. Love's parents own that shop, don't they? There we go. Brilliant. You just get a shot of it. Another U location. Do you remember his lockup where he has, I think, Will locked up originally in the glass tank and eventually puts his landlady in there and then she gets killed in there? Well, this is it. Here's the lockup right here. This is where, what's his name? Joe, isn't it? Yeah, this is where he keeps his people, and Candice gets killed in there by Love. Do you remember that? That happens here. There you go. The lockup from You is actually very, very close to the pub from Always Sunny, which is just sort of in that direction. Can't see it from here, but trust me on that, it is here. There you go. A couple of interesting houses for you here. This house here is Michael Jackson's house from Thriller. I don't know if that's quite the right way to say that, really. That's a house from Thriller that Michael Jackson goes into. There it is, look at it, all tumbled down. And it still looks like it's a bit kind of haunted. Loads of the houses around here look great. Look at that house there. That's probably my favourite. Or that one, look at that. It's got to be used in something, don't you think? With the circles. Talking of which, there is another house here that's been used in something. Not something I watch very much of, but I think some of you out there might watch it. Charmed house just over here. Check this out. I've never watched Charmed, but I'm sure it's lovely.
8 seasons.
Eight seasons. Look at that. Very popular. Here it is, the Charmed house.
But I mean, I would think a lot of these houses are used. That's a lovely house. Look at that. It's crazy.
Don't forget, free.
Oh, they were back at Pat and Lorraine's here, just coming to get our breakfast. And, oh my good, look at. Hello. We bumped you guys. We bumped into you. What a surprise. What Yeah, Alex, Jeff done before. We met before last year, I think. Do you remember?
No, I don't. Hold on, were you a mechanic? You were working on my Audi.
Oh, this is awkward.
Of course I remember
You remember me. How's it going? How's it going?
Really good. Great.
Free from hell?
Three from hell was
How's that
good.
going?
Since the last time we saw you.
Yeah, brilliant. Very good. How was that? Good reception?
Very good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Excellent film, very good.
It's a lot of fun
Lost
to
Sid
do.
Haig though, didn't we now?
I know, we
Unfortunately.
did.
It's a sad loss, yeah.
Yeah, just about the time the movie came out as
Yeah,
well.
exactly about that time, yeah. So it's Lost film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great actor. And, but yeah, looks Three from Hell, good film. Go check it out if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, got to see that. Yeah, you've got some working on it. Well,
Top secret.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
That's
good.
top secret project.
Yeah,
Top secret.
exciting. We're going to keep an eye out for
Very exciting.
stuff. Yeah,
Just did Rhythm Section that came out like about a week or so ago.
Oh right, brilliant.
So everybody should go check that out.
Rhythm Section. Where can you see
Available
that?
in London, all
Cinema?
over England. Yeah, the cinema.
He's been working non-stop, as you could tell by his suntan. He doesn't get out in the sun much. Constantly working.
And you did your music video?
Did a music video,
Yeah.
that was fun.
60,000 views.
Yeah. Oh yeah. In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's pretty. That's pretty
Made
impressive.
on a shoestring budget. And,
Looks brilliant.
Won
Pretty
a lot of
gory.
awards, award-winning video.
Yeah.
It won awards.
Who would have known?
Yeah,
Amazing.
eight awards or something.
Something like that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Pretty gory. Horror. Pretty horror.
Yeah,
horror
it's
stuff.
definitely horror related.
Very good though. I like the horror stuff. It's very cool.
Good. How's the trip been for you?
Good. Really good. Enjoying it. Yeah. Nice to bump into you guys again.
Seen lots of your new locations.
Yeah, they've been seeing a lot of You stuff in that TV series You. They seem to love that.
Yeah.
And what's the Once Upon a Time in
Hollywood,
right?
yeah. Lots of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood stuff. Yeah. So you're going off now to do other kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'll wash his clothes while he's getting ready to work.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal. I like that. That's good. Cool. Well, lovely to see you
good to
guys.
see you again.
Always good to run. It's great.
Yeah.
It's a great place to get breakfast, isn't it?
Love Pat and Lorraine's, love Juan.
You're always here when we come here. It's fantastic. Haven't seen you in a few years.
Well, we
so-
eat here every morning.
That's
it.
That's true.
That's good. Well, it's lucky that we bump into you. Well, thank you. Good
Yes.
to see you. Good to
Thank
see you.
you.
See you
Thank
next
you.
year, hopefully. Good luck with everything.
Yeah,
Take
maybe you'll visit us in you'll visit us in a hospital next time from all the bacon that we eat at this place.
God, yeah, I know. I was just in there throwing it all up.
Actually, I don't eat bacon. He does. Anyway,
Take care.
thank you for stopping.
Thanks for the memories.
Yeah,
Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for coming to Hollywood.
Hello Beyonce fans. Well look, we're here at a location from Formation. Location from Formation. Here it is. Not in New Orleans as she would have us believe, little liar. Little liar. It's actually Pasadena. This is the Fenyez mansion just here. But this is where she stands with her big hat on, giving all that and nodding up and down like she's sort of possessed. They tried to make it look very sort of swampy and New Orleansy by hanging like, I don't know, what do you call it, weeds, swamp stuff here. All over. She stands here, she does that sort of, oh my goodness. She stands here and she does that sort of dance like that, like kind of head banging, gives a finger like that, throws up some gang signs. If you see the bit where she's dancing in her smalls and swinging it all around, that happened just inside here. I don't think you can see it. I don't know if these are windows. Oh, you can see. Have a look in there, dude. You can't, it's locked. But you can see through, and that is the interior, and they filmed in there as well. That's where they're all dressed up in the antebellum costume, remember that word? Antebellum costume. Get that in the exam. But there you go, that's where they all hung out, all the ladies, in the sort of harem of girls. You mapped that shot. We'll have a look through another window around here. Very sunny in LA today. It's a sunshine state with a bum ass empty. This way. Let's have a look through here. They might be able to see something else through this little window. Yep. Yes. Oh, actually. Look, that is the room. That's the room that she was in with the harem. They filmed in all of that. Impressive stuff, but importantly, not New Orleans. Not as she'd have us believe, all that Hurricane Katrina stuff. She didn't really travel. She travelled about 20 minutes from her house, lazy lady. But yeah, there you go. Pretty impressive stuff. It's a museum. You can come and check it out if you want, if you're in Pasadena. I'll tell you what, it's actually opposite Doc Emmett Brown's house. So Beyonce and Doc Emmett Brown are neighbours. Isn't that sweet? There was a guy here who was here when they filmed it. So we go searching for him. We might be able to ask him a few questions. If he doesn't pop up in the video later, that's because either we didn't find him or it wasn't very good. One or the other.
It's very exciting.
It's sick, it's massive.
It's very big.
It's humongous.
So we're trying to figure out what part it is, but it's a bit where she's with the hat and she's in the gang sign. Yeah, so Noah saying it's not that part.
But also, if you look through the windows,
they filmed it inside it as well with the
harem and the child and the girls.
So there you go, see? That's outside the house.
Yeah, that's it.
Did they film it inside as well?
Yep, inside. If you
when she's dancing.
If you run round quickly and look.
We looked inside. Yeah, we were.
That's when they're all dressed up in their kind of costumes. The girls are sat in there, and also when she's in her underwear, swinging all about.
Yeah.
That's in the corridor.
And she's got like a low top.
Very low top. Yeah, that's it.
Bell hooks. No, leave her back.
Oh, very good. Look at that.
And Laura Mulvey with a male gaze stuff.
Look at that.
Exactly.
Wonderful, wonderful. My job.
Put my Instagram down below.
Yeah, click the link in the description.
Wait, he's taking a
Guys, just do it, for God's sake.
They were here when she filmed.
I know. Yeah, that's incredible. Would you mind if we Oh, thank you very much. Can we just
What do you think, Betty? Good?
Thank you. What's your name? Sorry?
Tim.
Tim,
Yeah,
hello.
there's my card, in case you need to come back.
There we go. Check that out. This is Tim. So he was here when they filmed the formation video. What was that like?
It was fun.
It was fun.
I was telling the ladies, I thought it was Rihanna. I didn't realize it was Beyonce, but that was quite true. And then she brought her daughter, Blue Ivy.
That's it. Yeah, because she's in it, isn't
great.
she? Yeah.
But my favorite story was Beyonce was standing about this far, changing her sweater, and my daughter called from San Francisco, which is 400 miles north. She said she's going to a basketball game that night, and she said Beyonce and Jay-Z would be there at half court. And this was 4 in the afternoon, and the game's at 7, and I said, no, Beyonce won't be there. She says, well, oh, you're doing one of your filming things. I said, yeah, but Beyonce's not like us. 5 o'clock, the SUV pulls up, Burbank Airport, G5, half court at 7 o'clock.
Whoa. Jeez. She makes things
just like us, only different.
Yeah. Incredible. And they dressed it all up to look like New Orleans-y, didn't they?
Well, it was, 1850s plantation mansion.
That's it. Yeah.
Which was pretty special.
So they kind of hung like swampy kind of things on it and stuff to make it look all like vines and stuff.
Yeah, they just put some vines and shutters on the glass. It was pretty cool.
And they filmed inside as well, didn't they? There.
Yes. Well, that's the big famous shot was the in the hallway.
Yeah.
So now it's called the Beyonce hallway.
Oh, right.
So we do other TV shows and movies, and when like the set designers come, everybody looks at that hallway and they go, I know that hallway. And then everybody, oh, that's Beyonce's hallway.
Wow. Amazing.
So what you should do is come back with some of your prize students and take photos in the hallway.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. When does it normally open?
Whenever you make an appointment.
Brilliant. We'll do that next time. Thank you very much, Tim.
You're very welcome.
Cheers. Thanks
Pleasure,
a lot.
Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
Look at that, the director. Hello there, another location from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood here. Museum and Frank's, the oldest restaurant in Hollywood. I don't know if you remember, but they have a meeting inside. They meet, what's his name, Al Pacino inside, and they discuss that. And he says, I like all the violence, I like all the shooting. That's inside here. But he stands out here and says he's a has-been. Do you remember that scene? This you see quite prominently, the Charlie Chaplin mural. Say, how do you say it, Mike?
Mural.
There you go. So that's been painted there. That was painted by Tarantino himself. He did it with a little toothbrush. Not really.
But I mean, that was painted for the film. Let's get in this shot, Mike. Anyway, there you go. That's a nice shot of that.
Hey, it's Mondoloco.